in here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you're on a different part of the realm.
Yeah, I'm across the pond. I'm UK.
Yeah.
In the UK. So anyway, listen, have fun, enjoy it, and I'll be back real soon. Take care of yourselves. Love to everybody, and hopefully I'll see the rest of you back here throughout the course of the day. Take care of yourselves.
Break love, pardon.
Right, I'll be back.
Bye. Hey, guys, I also gonna pop off, and I'll be back in a couple hours.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, get some Z's and come back, man.
Yep, we got.
It's still sunny where he's at, almost. Sun just went down.
Oh, bro, here is.
Matter of fact, Mark, he's less. He's an hour less than you, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I can't keep. That's right. You're
almost got like the same time here in California.
Yeah, Surf is like just south of us. Yeah.
Well, all right, so Ralph, buddy, we'll see you in a few. Go handle your business. Fly back on in.
Yeah, man. Great evidence. See you soon.
Thank you, guys. Good stuff. Yeah.
So Ralph, putting it down. Make sure you guys check him out. Join his YouTube group if you haven't. Notice a giraffe higher than a giraffe.
But guys, I've got some evidence ready to go if anybody wants to take a break. But no rush, not trying to rush anybody either. But
wait, where'd she go? Okay.
Oh, lost another one.
Wow.
Oh, there's Crystal.
oh, we lost Fervin. We lost Dean.
Yeah. What's going on here?
I think
Gene's about to pop back in right now. He probably hit the wrong button.
Yeah, he accidentally.
You want to jump in, Crystal?
If you guys are ready for me to jump in, I can jump on in.
Were you ready for Crystal? Is that why you jumped out?
Well, my finger slipped, and I was clicking out.
No.
Okay. Alrighty.
Let's do it. Let's get it. Spark that shit.
All right, you guys ready for me to do a screen share?
Of course. Yes.
Okay. Let's.
You got her, James?
Yeah.
All right, brother.
And screen share. Share screen.
I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Research my research. Fruit Kids.
Right.
Check them out.
Hey, Patty.
Patty.
Brick buildings. Mountains are melted brick buildings. Check them out.
How you doing?
I'm super. Really happy to see you here.
I've been watching it almost the whole time. Even watching the show, taking it all in. So, yeah.
All right, let's
count because then I couldn't chat again. So I had to do that too, but I got it done.
Man, they're really hating on you, Patty.
I don't know what's the story with that. I have no.
What's wrong? Why can't she come? What the fuck's going on? Why can't Patty come in? Okay. Okay, there you are, honey.
But she had to change her profile. She couldn't chat again inside the group.
You're in, Crystal, by the way.
All right, excellent. Now I need to make this full screen. How do I do that?
And just push the hide button down at the bottom.
Okay, let's see. Hide. And then with iCloud, I wonder if I can somehow make this full screen. I'm not on a Mac right now. I'm on a PC. So iCloud on a PC is always a little weird. Does anybody know if I can make this picture full screen?
When that happens to me, I just click on it twice and it makes it full screen. And then when you're all done, hit the escape key. Did you click on it twice? No.
Like
that's a double click. That's a
double tap.
Thing.
Oh.
Nothing.
Can you guys see that okay?
Yeah, we can see it. Can you see
What about that? What that? I guess that's just.
I can see it good. I just double clicked on it and I can see it big.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if I do this? Ah, wait, no. That kind of helps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, wait, what does this do? Show or hide thumbnails.
So what about the boxes on the very right-hand corner, upper right-hand corner, where it's the little boxes, and you can go big or small, up more?
Oh, the thing is hiding it.
Yeah, it's hiding it.
Yeah, up in that right-hand corner. Do you have anything?
Yeah, do you have
up here? Like
Where?
if I do this,
Well,
maybe?
we can't see it because the logo's up there. But do you have anything behind the logo? Let me move that logo out the way.
Oh
Yeah.
no! What did I just do?
Okay, yeah, there it is up there. That box.
There.
No, that's it right there. That
There
box
you go.
next to the
Oh,
X.
this
You
right
already
here?
got- No, at the top next to the X.
The top.
At the
That's
top,
there
but
you
this
go.
right here.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay, now like do what you were doing when and expand it maybe. But I think
Now you're fully expanded. I mean, your screen's fully expanded. So
yeah.
other than zooming in on a particular part, I think you're good. And
Okay.
you look fine here.
All right. We'll just have to do Zoom then, and maybe I can. Yeah. All right. We're just gonna have to go with this. Okay. So
Okay.
I have a few different sets of photos. This is all boots on the ground stuff over the last 2 years.
On the ground.
Yeah. And I have some stuff from Carlsbad Caverns, Sedona, and the Petrified Forest. But I thought that the Petrified Forest would be a really good place to start because I'm not so sure it's actually a petrified forest the more I get into meltology. And I'd love to know what you guys think about that. So, yeah, let's just dig in.
Well, Sheepu's out in the group, and he did a great piece on the petrified stuff.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Being nothing more than brick.
Yeah.
Organic material, not organic material decomposing.
Okay.
Well, let's check out this.
Yeah, and I'm a bit under the weather, so we'll see how long my voice holds out for.
Yeah, it sounds good right now. Sounds great.
All right. So yeah, I definitely see what looks like a lot of melted red brick in here, guys. I mean, just everywhere, off in the horizon and off in the background, the foreground. If I'm going too fast, let me know.
Oh, go at your pace. You're going good.
The good stuff.
Oh, that's good now. Ah, there she is.
All right. You guys see the video okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, check out all the brick ash lines.
Yeah, look at this. You're in an awesome spot out there.
Yeah. And this was before I got into meltology, but I've just been intuitively drawn to these places my entire life.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So check this out, guys.
Oh, wow.
Oops, what did I do? Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this.
Yeah. Really fascinating terrain.
Wow.
But what I'm seeing here in retrospect, now that I go through these photos again, is I'm seeing, layers of brick ash and melted brick everywhere, parts of structure, brick lines.
Right, almost to the right of the center of the picture. Those look like two domes or something. The tops
Right
of
here?
them rounded. That one and over to the left. There's two
Right here?
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
And then, of course, we have the red still remaining in certain areas.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And then we have these massive formations off in the distance. We're told they're mesas and buttes, but of course we know better.
Mm-hmm.
Always follow the brown signs to meltology.
Exactly.
Yep. Oh.
This crow, I fed an entire avocado to, but anyway.
Oh.
Okay, so now we're going to get into the what are supposedly petrified logs. And I mean, I guess in a way it kind of looks like it, but I also wonder, could these have been columns? brick columns that melted down and solidified into a mass and then fell over and fractured.
Yeah, that's what Shifu showed, and
Is that?
It's special, and it's incredible that you have some boots there. Wow. Yeah, that's what we're thinking is it's columns, crystallized columns.
Crystallized columns. And I know it was illegal, but I took a bunch of supposed petrified wood home with me. So I can actually share some video
Well,
of
they don't
that.
want you to take any?
No, it's illegal. I could have been arrested, but I managed to get a bunch. So.
Evidence. Yeah, my thing is that I've mentioned before on the petrified, I haven't seen anything that's petrified transitioning from wood back to petrified back to wood. It's always, they just give you something like that and say it's all petrified. There's not a piece of wood on it that you can look at with the transition. And in the bricks, we see all the transitions all the time. So that would be very nice to have a piece that's still wood and so-called rock.
Yeah, knowing what I know now, I need to take a trip back out to the Petrified Forest to find stuff exactly what you're talking about, that stuff that's in that transitional state.
That'd be great. Something like that.
I'm sure it's out.
Looks like you can see some lines, or I think that's what I'm seeing. There's a line going across. Yeah. Like, are they brick
like right
lines?
here?
Like, it's hard to determine, like you said, and I know what you mean, because there's so many places in my area. I'm in Massachusetts, but all around that I've been through the years, but now I want to go revisit and look at them with a different set of eyes now,
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, we know that whole area out there where the petrified is all out there in the desert area. All the brick ash around it, and the mountains that we know are nothing more than buildings.
Right.
So
it's just absolute devastation.
Did they have trees there? They may have had some type of vegetation somewhere. I couldn't imagine this place without it. But
come on back, Shapu. We'll get you in here.
We just haven't seen any evidence that shows petrified anything. At least I haven't seen it yet, as far other than what they tell us. But it would be nice to see something a little more in depth that has wood, different transitions with the wood and the hard material and the wood back to wood. You would think there would be something like that somewhere.
I was trying to add Shapu into the stream, and then he disappears. So.
It almost looks like brick. Can you see down at the bottom of the picture?
Yeah, underneath that, huh?
Yeah, see that red over this way, over to the left.
Over to the left, right here.
Right, left. No, on the other side, right there. Yeah.
And then there's a little piece straight up from that. I don't know how big that is. Yeah, right there. But I mean, we don't know. We think. I think it is. I think it's brick.
Excuse
me. All right. There, we keep adding them and then removing them.
I took them out on accident. I seen them up there. So let me grab them. As soon as I grabbed him, he was gone. I said, oh shit.
Okay, I'm here now.
So here's a close-up of that same column or whatever it is, and it's interesting. You see this texture both on the outside of it as well as the inside of it, the same texturing.
That looks like the crystallization that was going on with the icebergs, Mark.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all melted brick there.
See here.
Great to see you, Shapu, man.
How you doing, Shapu?
Hey,
Brick
Shapu.
love.
All right, let's see.
You
How
got
do I...
Brick love, brother.
You got somebody else coming in?
Woohoo! Who we got? Alchemos 83 in the nest.
I can't get that.
Hi, Mark.
That might get over there. He's gonna be in. Is he in?
Did you grab him? Did you get him?
Big Al. Hello.
How many can come on the screen at any one time?
3,
10.
Oh,
8.
10.
I think 8.
Is it 8?
That's
Big Al. Yeah, it's Big Al. I just got him in.
Big Al.
Oh, it's Big Al. I thought it was Alchemos for a second. Okay. I don't have my glasses on.
Here's an interesting close-up of the texture again. And Patty, just as you said, you have these lines running through it.
Yeah.
Faces.
It's just long faces. That last pig is a face.
Where, in the last photo?
The last photo, the pillars are clearly a face. A long face with lips, a nose, and eyes.
Yeah, that's called pareidolia, when the brain, I think it's like, we're almost like pre-programmed to look for a face in something, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I do that sometimes too. A lot of times I'll see what I think is a face, and then I look further through it, and you can see the brick lines or the transition of the brick into, the different stages. But I saw that. It was over on the right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The brick part's no debate. I mean, that's clear. But I mean, I don't know. I just remember this.
I'm
Like
sorry.
the huge statues were made of brick, right, with the molding and everything. So I mean, it could be faces of a statue or whatever, or it could not be. But yeah, like Patty was saying, some of the stuff where you really can't tell, it could be a face, it could not be, but we know it's all melted brick. So.
Well, we do see statues that are. I mean, it was James a couple nights ago who did an extreme, like it was like my dream of a huge leaning wall that was covered in clearly panels. It was like panels of statues. So you remember that?
Yeah.
There were these panels of statues.
Yeah.
So
exactly, and there are statues in that, but I know what you were saying about that other one. Was it or wasn't it? It was.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'm geared towards, trying to see the beauty. I realize we all see this as a catastrophic event as it is, and maybe my ex-girlfriend wanted to be a mortician. All right, that's the kind of girls I dated. All right, so maybe I have a dark way of thinking. So I don't care about the death and destruction. I'm beyond that. All the destruction and death, who cares? So I want to see what the beauty of it was. I'm more concerned with the beauty. So when James showed that with those panel veneers, it was like I worked in construction. It's called sheetrock that you plaster against the wall, but it had already these statues. They were external statues, as we saw in James' demonstration. So I think that you are correct. I'm not going to deny that sometimes we're bending our minds too much, but you have to bend your mind to see this. And maybe that's why, I've seen as high as 35 people. I look at the numbers. So seeing a number of 35 is pretty high because this is extreme content. Everyone here, has to admit this is extreme content. This is the most extreme content on the internet. That's why there's not so many people here. I said in the comments earlier tonight that I've shown 4 people that in my life that are close people. People I went to high school with, and another guy since we were babies, and we were like hardcore and 9/11, Illuminati, and all these conspiracy whatever bullshit. It's that's whatever. But when I showed them this, they couldn't see it. So I don't know if it's for me because I'm a historian. I'm interested in architecture, and then also spirituality and ancient wars spoken of in all of Christianity, Hinduism, whatever. They talk about it. So whether it's manipulated or not is relevant because they are talking about it, and I believe that to make meltology go mainstream is to go to the religious. That we have to actively go to churches, Hindu temples, to the big places, because those are people who are already thinking more abstractly. Their minds aren't materialistic. Now, we can judge them about their reasons for going to church or whatever. That's not my point. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not here to save souls. In my own way, realizing meltology really will shatter all of the materialistic preconceptions of why we don't accept this.
Can you bump in there, Chris?
Here in the middle?
I think that actively going out, especially Mormon churches, okay, I'm on one, but this, I want this to grow. And although, again, with seeing 35 people live. That's live, and the number of subscribers, it's no number, and
Thank you.
I know we're not crazy. Everyone here that's listening right now, the 20-something people, we are not crazy. We see this. We're not crazy. We see this. What the fuck is going on, Dean? The red on the right.
We're not retarded, and this is Crystal is in Shapu's realm right now. Shapu, you need to comment on this stuff because Shapu's doing some incredible stuff on the supposed Petrified Forest, and that's where Crystal is right now. So
now, guys, when I saw this 2 years ago, I was thinking to myself, okay, this is let me go back one photo, that this is a petrified log and that the inside had rotted out somehow and the rest became crystallized. But now when I look at this, I'm seeing, of course, the red brick color. And I'm wondering if the reason it's hollow in the middle is because the column was hollow in the middle. And I don't know. So thoughts. What do you guys think about that idea?
Shapu, what do you think?
Have you seen any of those columns that have been that don't have the stucco on them, that are broken down and they look like logs, but you see the bricks on the outside because they don't have the stucco on them?
Yes.
Okay, so when you look at those and you look at that, you do see you can see the resemblance. You see the crystallization, the same as you see on those. So that picture you showed there to me looks just like. And now, as far as the hollowness in the middle, I've never seen that hollowness on those broken apart. So I can't really speak.
Well, I have seen columns. I have seen columns laying down that are heat damaged, and they have that square kind of notch in the bottom of them.
Yeah, but do they have the center piece missing? She's talking about that center on that piece that has the hole in it.
Yeah, right in the middle.
That's the only piece I have not seen. But Shipu, he did a whole thing on them. Maybe he's seen them.
Yeah. Most of them have a hole in the middle to hold the pillar upwards. Yeah.
Now, this is interesting. It makes me think that maybe there was a piece of metal running through here or something like that. This is the center of... There we go. Look at that.
Nice, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Isn't that interesting?
Well, if Saraf were here, Saraf could point out that we see this underground, the piping. So there was like 3 or 4 pictures before where it was clearly this metal we see in the middle, rock on the outside, but this is not that rusted. It appears, again, altered metal, as if these pillars had a metal internal component.
Well, it was probably some type of tech, because even when I photographed the inside of what we call churches that look like some of the huge cathedrals and that, it's the same type of tech that's in all of them. Those huge columns that go up. There's other things coming from the dome part that come down and meet the columns. So if it's tech, it wasn't just the column itself. I'm assuming, don't assume anything, but I'm assuming that the middle part perhaps did have some type of a working mechanism or machinery or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's some of the remnant that we're seeing.
No, Patty, I think it was much more simpler than you're thinking. And so we have to find a balance between... like a car today has like 20 parts, and to try to understand the extremely complex mechanisms of a car today, it's very complex machinery. But what we're looking at here, I believe, is ultimately relatively simple. It's a much more simpler machine. It is a machine, but it's much simpler. And on a larger scale, it's almost like a perfect balance of our modern understanding of complex machinery that runs cars, tanks, airplanes. It's very complex machinery. This seems more simple.
And what we're looking at here is fantastic boots from Crystal. Good.
I know it.
It is.
Thank you, guys. It's so awesome to be in a community where I can share these photos with people that are as interested in this stuff as I am.
How far up the road do you have to hike to go see these things? I'm just curious.
Oh, you see this walking path right here? It's right next to a parking lot.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes. So it's even wheelchair accessible.
Well, I'm still planning on coming to Arizona the first or second week of October, but we'll see.
You and I have a lot to do here.
I know.
We are definitely going to do some awesome boots while you're here. I would love to do that.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be great.
Now, something else that's interesting is, of course, we're taught these are petrified logs and that they fell over and somehow shattered. But I've seen several times columns that are built in sections. And I wonder if that's what we're seeing here, the individual sections of the column, and the column just fell over. What do you guys think?
What we're seeing, you're seeing the brick ash all around it, so
yeah.
It would go in hand. You would have columns, out there when you're looking at brick ash and remnants of melted brick building. So I would say it's all column part of the building.
I do too. You look at the whole total of the picture. That whole realm is melted. Everything is flowing in this brick pool that's just moving everything. And those things are sitting down on the top. Those things were drifting in the melt and froze where they laid.
Yeah. And if I could show my pictures right now, I have the comparison of
Here, let me
wood and go not right now. I just
okay.
But I have them ready whenever. But the thing I want to say, I don't know why they call it petrified wood, because the only thing about wood is how it looks. It has no properties of wood whatsoever. It doesn't burn. It doesn't rot. It doesn't, They just call it because it looks like wood, but
exactly, yes.
Very nice pictures here.
If I have a ton of photos, so if I'm going too fast, tell me.
Oh, now that one looks kind of squared, doesn't it? Or is it just the angle of the on the left here? I don't know.
But I mean, to call this petrified wood when you consider the environment that it is in, I just don't know. And then you have what looks like a knot here, like a tree knot, where a little branch would have come off. But again, I don't know.
Well, why are they sliding off like that in sections like that? We see columns do. It's exactly what columns do too.
Yeah.
Can you bump in real tight where that one puts up there, Crystal?
Right here by the.
Yeah, where it bumps up. It bumps up against that one to the left of it at the right there. Can you tighten in and right there? Yeah, I want to see them pressed together. Is that welded together? Are they welded together?
I don't
Dean,
know.
Looks like they're welded together up top there. I see the.
Yeah, but the top part.
Dean, your spiky pics, where it's like mountaintops with spikes, where it was like, okay, maybe they were structures. Oh my God, the mountaintops with spiky tops. Maybe they were. Maybe these are altered trees, where they can use trees in the same way we can use nature today in limited ways. Maybe they were using nature. Again, we have to see.
Look underneath that one.
Right here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tighten in on that,
Okay.
please.
Sure thing. I don't
It
know.
looked like cooked out mortar, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cooked out brick.
Setting on cooked out.
But this is what's throwing me off right here. This thing that looks like a knot in wood. I mean, because that's what it looks like to me. I'm not saying this is wood, but I'm trying to think of some other explanation of what this could be.
Yeah.
If it's not.
Bump in real tight on it, honey.
You don't have another picture of that from the back end of it, do you?
Wait, are we being punked? Are we being punked right now?
What were you saying, Shakur?
This is like a tree.
And
we're looking at fucking giant buildings.
If
These
you're a
giant
lumberjack,
melted buildings.
and you cut
Thank you,
wood,
sweetheart.
If
Go ahead,
you're a
Sean.
lumberjack and you cut your wood, you don't leave it there, you know. And all
Right.
of these, they're all nicely cut, and they'll just leave it there. Nah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know
they're-
what? In the
It
chat,
looks
Greg,
nicely cut, but there's sections with the columns like this that we've seen that are just separated in Rome or wherever, and they're exactly like this. And you would never have trees that are just nicely cut like that. And they, of course, they say that it takes millions of years to do this to suppose to petrify. But all I see, I see what you're saying, Crystal. The knife, but I don't know. All I've seen with Yabu's research and what I've seen is it's columns, and it morphed everything and crystallized certain things. And you did have wood grew stuff, and it did change the wood, but yeah, the wood never it doesn't deteriorate or anything like that. So
Greg in the chat, you guys, Gregory May in the chat says, place there to throw us off track, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Please. Yeah.
Yeah.
could
Throw
be.
a ringer in there.
That's right.
yeah, they
Yeah.
could have placed that there. Yeah.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, we know how far that they will go to deceive us.
Yeah.
Check this out, guys.
And Crystal, you mentioned
right.
earlier that the condition to have the petrified stuff, it's unimaginable, you know. You cannot have any humidity and the air, no more air, because that's how it becomes petrified. So if this becomes petrified, nothing survives here, you know. That's
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
Right. This isn't just kitschy, cute art. This isn't just like some cute artist, some kitschy kind of person. It's like, oh, let's take petrified wood and bury it in the sand, fucking randomly somewhere. The fact that this is here doesn't make sense. So there has to be some better.
Hey, Mark and James. Hey, Mark and James.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump out of here because Deborah's coming in. So I'll be back in a little bit.
Did we not have enough room for her to get in?
We got an 8 stack right now. Can we do 10?
Spartan said we can get 10 in.
Deb, grab that link, sweetheart. Grab it. Use that golden ticket, baby. Go ahead, big gal. Sorry, brother.
Oh no. Yeah, I trying to not be obnoxious. So.
But we have.
No, dude. I didn't mean to cut you off. I had Deb on the burner here, and I thought she was going to come in, so didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
No, I'm just trying to make sense of this. It's like, okay, yeah, what a fucking stack of wood got blown in the wind, and left here. It doesn't make sense.
Whatever these are,
Yeah.
columns, I'm guessing, is clearly amongst an X-Factor landscape. I mean, we see that, so no, it's just strange. Here's another great one.
Dean, Deborah said she's not ready yet. Maybe in a little while.
Oh, that's okay, sweetheart. Whenever you're ready, that's all good, honey.
That's all stone. Look, that's all. Even got a brick behind it.
Now, I'm going to have to say I don't understand what I'm looking at. And that's, it within the context of our worldview, it's fantastic to dream. I'm going to say I don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks like petrified wood. It's truly anomalous in multiple ways.
Now, I know that we're taught the petrification process takes millions of years, but in my mind, the geologic timescale is just bunk at this point. So just wanted to, I don't know where I'm going with that, but just throwing it out.
We know the realm is made out of brick buildings. So what were we doing for the millions of years for that thing sitting around, for that thing to rot out?
And we know all the narratives are bullshit as far as all the old stuff. So you've got to go away from that because
when they start saying millions and billions,
it's all bullshit.
Yeah. But this is so strange, guys. Look at this. Like all these slices.
Yeah.
And then Patty, there's another line for you.
Yeah, I've seen him on a couple of the other picture too. Yeah.
Looks like it wants to split there, but just hasn't yet.
Right.
If anyone, if you don't mind, Crystal, I can show the comparison picture of what you were saying just before.
Yes,
someone
sure.
can-
Do you want me to stop my
You got your stuff handy, Sheepu? You ready?
Yeah, just.
Okay.
Yeah,
How do I?
Shapu can show the comparison, and then you can go back to Crystal. It'd be
No,
great.
you don't have to move.
Can he show like right over her screen?
No.
No, it has to be one.
Alright, how do I stop my?
Oh, you're okay, Crystal. Sheepu's in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, excellent. Okay, all right. Oh, snap!
See?
No, you're showing like this. And
Whoa!
you're talking about
Yes.
these.
Whoa,
And
jeepers!
there's the lines on the upright ones. You can see the lines on the upright ones too. See?
Yeah.
Wow, you just blew my mind. Oh my gosh!
You see here,
I was
this
itching to see this.
Oh,
look at
snap!
this one, and
Do you have any pictures of Shibu, closer photos of those columns, like the middle of them?
There it is on the left.
Wait, no, guys, it's giant sushi.
Yes.
It's
There's the
giant
columns.
sushi.
Whoa!
It's just sushi for giants.
these are columns.
Oh, I've never seen it. Damn, I'm sorry. I'm just, my mind's just been blown.
You can see like the same kind of shapes.
Wow.
These ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crystallized red.
And here's the picture.
Oh,
you
there's the
want.
hole in the
Oh,
middle.
there's the holes. There's the holes right there. See the holes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Look it.
You can see that these ones were bigger holes, but now they're filled.
That's not wood. That's not wood.
Okay,
Yeah.
you just,
That's good evidence.
And these
Yeah.
triple.
wow.
No,
You
just
just,
Look at that one.
Shapu don't fuck around.
No.
Holy shit.
whoa.
look at this one. This like a 3 hole
Okay.
or 4.
Sweet. Smoke them if you got them.
Awesome.
Okay, any doubt that I had is now completely gone.
You need to watch Shapu's video on this, man. It's great.
Yeah, I need
That's
to.
why the evidence is so important, because even myself, I'm still pretty new. And when I started watching the stuff on the show, I'd look at something and I'd say, well, I don't know if that's melted red bricks or not. And then after seeing other things, the repetition of just seeing it, then after something like this, then it clicks and you go, oh my God, it is melted red bricks.
Shibu,
That's why the evidence is so important.
But it looks like that was.
thank you.
It looks like that was pushed over by wind. It looks like it was
That was
pushed over by
awesome.
wind, like a wind force. It looks like it was too clean. It didn't look like it was leaning over. It looked pushed over, not leaning over. I call
that's
leaning all day. We know leaning. I know leaning. I know a leaning melt. That was a wind. I don't know.
Well, it's all
that's what I
about the melt coming up from below too. It's expanding out, and these columns were separated, put together like that, and then whatever the electrical heat is coming up, and then it's pushing everything over. It pushes what's so-called mountains and everything over, and all these columns and stuff. So you've got this bottom is just coming up, and then it's pushing stuff over. So that explained the wind.
Mark,
Oh my
Mark,
gosh, guys.
but those clean columns
That's
she was
awesome.
showing, the clean columns that were clearly charred, they had a charring on them. They looked Greek or Roman or what the fuck ever, old world. It just, the way they were tousled over, I don't know, spoke to me in a different way.
Here's another good one. Check out all that gray brick ash with this X-factored column.
Yes, nice.
Man, Shipu jeepers.
That was one of my favorite videos of Shapu's. So great.
Yeah, I've got to watch it. I didn't know that he had made that video, so I'm definitely going to check it out. So yeah, I guess that's what we're looking at here. We're looking at columns.
Yeah.
Well, no guess about it. I mean, that is what it is.
No, they got a thing out here everyone goes to called the Ladera Tar Pits. They think there's woolly mammoths in there and dinosaurs. They put a bunch of fake bones in there.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even start on the dinosaur hoax. Yeah, that's that's a rabbit hole.
Fooling people on every damn thing. They got to tell you something out there. People start asking questions. Oh yeah, petrified tree. In the middle of the desert with no trees, that's petrified tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, no roots anywhere, no bottom.
Yeah. These are the only petrified trees out here, okay?
And don't forget that they found petrified rock on the moon. You know, the moon rock was supposed to be petrified wood, which is crazy.
Wow.
Did you just say on the moon?
So that's what we're looking at. My gosh. And then the drive out to this place is breathtaking within itself.
Yeah. Great boots, Crystal. Awesome.
Wow.
Evidence. Yeah, it is. Great.
Yeah. Yeah, I have so many pictures. I'm just kind of going through quickly now, but this is huge. This one column is really large.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit!
What happened?
No, I didn't realize this was boots on the ground.
Oh,
I thought this was just random pics. This is
Crystal Pyramid boots on the ground.
And guys,
holy shit!
And I just have to say thank you to my amazing walking stick. This thing has been everywhere with me the last 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but let's see. So where were we? Where'd I leave off? Okay, here, big column. Yeah, here's the big column. Okay. So interesting the texture that it takes. Look at that, guys.
Okay. Where is this again? I'm sorry. I'm like I had a beer. All right, I drank a beer. I'll admit it. I drank a beer. All
it's right here. It's about actually 5 hours from here.
Okay.
It's in kind of northeastern Arizona.
Okay. Holy shit. What? I got boots on the ground. Fucking an hour and 20 minutes west of me. Turkey Run. I got to do, but you just inspired me. You got to get in there. Dean is the one who, with his magnifying glass, seeing the details. You see a lot, right? We all see a lot, but sometimes you really just miss those details, man. You got to get in there. The boots on the ground, respect.
Yeah, no, that's what it's all about. Seeing it with your own eyes. I can see how this could so easily be relabeled or repurposed as petrified wood.
Right.
I can see how that works, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Because that's what it looks like, but it's totally not.
You know it. Yeah, the narrative would have us think, oh, it took millions of years for this to happen like this. And yeah.
Water erosion.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah. And the glaciers brought them over there. So.
Isn't that interesting?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Pancaking. Look at how they're all flattened out like that.
Yeah. It almost reminds me of slate, you know, not that
Yeah,
it's
exactly. Yeah.
slate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flint.
Pancake bread slate.
Flint stone. Like you know, like the show, the Flintstones.
Flintstones.
It's flaky.
Bedrock. Yeah.
This is beautiful. I love all those colors.
Yeah, nice.
So it's pretty crazy to
Bacon.
think, guys, that I have some. I'm sorry, what was that?
It looks like a piece of melted bacon.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
you can see but it's brick. We know it's brick, but you know,
Yeah.
you can call it bacon. Look, my brain is pretty twisted.
No,
I
it's
see
just-
a big hunk of bacon. Arr, arr, a big hunk of bacon. But we know it's a fucking that's melted. Yep.
No, it's just amazing to think that I have, pieces of X-factored columns in my rock collection,
Exactly.
in my
Yeah.
home. I have a piece of the old world in my home.
Wow.
Yeah.
And look at all the, look at the background, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for, and I could see like
Yep.
those melted black bricks that Mark and I found on places.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
call it
just-
like obsidian or
Yeah, like black glass, like
black
obsidian.
glass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the black glass. Yep. It's everywhere around here too. Like around you, Shabu.
Yes.
Well, so hey, look, wherever you are in life, we're standing on the roof. We're standing on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on the
Don't you
roof
know?
of the melted buildings. Yeah.
Yeah. And wherever you are, you're on the roof. Top of the world.
Yeah.
Top of the world,
Yeah.
Mom. Top of the world.
Oh, really?
Nice
Really?
foot-
We're standing on a roof.
That's what we live on. We live on the top of the remains of
Also-
ancient civilizations.
It gives a whole meaning to that song. The roof, the roof, the roof is on fire.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
mean, whenever the
Electric-
world's burning,
Electrical
I mean-
fire. Yeah.
This is pretty interesting.
metaphorically, literally, yeah, baklava.
You know, when you
This
see
is-
those knots, you see the brick,
Brick.
the rocks in there. That was brick, so it's churning just like anything
Churning.
else, and so
Yeah.
it's making it look like knots, but it's just a churning of the
Yeah.
brick.
Right.
Yeah, you nailed it. That's got to be what it is. It's the churning. Yeah. And look in the background, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh,
Look at that.
Wow.
look at that building in the background. Yep.
Yeah. And then I see some apertures right here, right
Yeah.
here, right here.
Yeah.
Just baked to ash. With all these scattered columns around it. Oh my gosh.
And
What
for
a
the
neat-
most part, you don't have the camouflage in your area, Crystal. I mean, it's just
No, we don't.
you can see everything.
Yeah.
That curve is a walkway. It's stairs. The light colored curve is
Right here?
is stairs. Yeah, it's stairs. I think. I'm guessing, but I think it's stairs.
Yeah, I was still in the everything's a tree stump phase when I visited here. That's where I was at in my reasoning at this point in time. So 2 years ago, September of 2020.
Yeah, and that's what. Oh, I'm sorry, Crystal. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, that for me too. Yeah, it was whatever 4 years ago or whatever, and I got into the tree stuff, and it looks so similar. But
It does.
but it's not everywhere. It's not okay if it's like here where you're at. It kind of makes you think that everything's like wood or whatever. But then you go just a few miles down or whatever, and it's not. Then it's just different stuff. And that's what took me to a different level with metallurgy, because I looked around here where I live, and I'm like, okay, this isn't tree. This is like it's something totally different, and so it confuses the mind when they talk about petrified stuff.
Yeah. But no, you're right. We don't have the vegetation camouflage out here.
Mm.
Yeah,
And so that's one reason I love living out here is everything just feels so raw and gritty. You know, I love living in the desert.
yeah, you can see everything.
Yeah.
And you can feel it too when you're in places like this where the devastation is really apparent. It feels as though time moves differently. And you never quite feel alone, even when you're alone. Anyway, I could talk about that for hours, but I have that one. This is one that I took home on my bookshelf.
Good for you. That's nice.
Oh yeah, that's great. Fantastic boots by Crystal Pyramids. Yes, Brickathon.
Oh, yeah. On this one, I forgot to show. I have a comparison with this, with the top of the column.
Yes, absolutely.
I can just show you. Stuff like this. More color. All right, right there. Okay, this is the one that we're showing. This place,
Wow.
y'all see it?
I don't. Oh, maybe I
You
need.
see
Oh,
it
there.
now? This,
Yeah.
this, you know what it reminded me of when I saw it? It's like this part of columns, you know?
Yeah.
You can even see like the same place where it got cut off.
Yes.
Man, you nailed.
Yeah, look at
Really
that.
great observation.
Like the same part of the top of a column. They probably say there it's like the bottom part of the tree, but usually the tree goes like gradually in, but this one just flares out. It's like a column like this.
Crystal showed that picture, Pooh, and I was like, man, I want to see your pic because I remember it. And okay, you just did it.
And that's great. What a wonderful comparison.
Pow.
Yeah.
Nice stuff, Shibu.
Okay.
And let's see.
You back in here, Crystal. I got you back in there. There you go.
And last picture of the set, Crystal Forest. I was so happy to see that.
Oh, nice.
Crystal.
But I can take a break if you. I have some more evidence to share of Carlsbad Caverns, but I'm happy to take a break if anybody else wants to present before I do that. So.
Sure, we can go out and then.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna hop off of here, but I can't find a timestamp for that stairs picture from like 2 minutes ago. I'm looking for the fucking timestamp. I'm gonna hop off here because I can't find the fucking time. my laptop, my fucking phone. But I'm telling you, I was looking deep at that picture, and it was. I think it needs to be looked at more. That fucking.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm calling that picture out. And
Which
can't
picture
find the
are you
fucking-
talking about?
the one where I was trying to say there's stairs. It looked like stairs.
Oh.
And you guys were talking. You're saying
The
something
one where we
about
said there wasn't any vegetation.
Do you want me to
picture.
bring that picture up again?
if you could.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. So let me do share.
I don't know. I saw stairs.
Okay. Share. And
Eagle Eye Crew.
And I see it as a pathway that's coming together. I don't know. It's hard to describe. But why is it there and so distinct, separate? Because it's staring you. It's staring you in the face.
That one.
The
the closer one of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
That's the one.
That
Yeah,
one.
That's
That
the
one.
one you said was the stairs.
So where it's curved, I mean, clearly this is a giant melted building. We can see by the layers. This is 101 for the people who know. All right, new people, I'm sorry. We're talking to the 101 of people who know. This is a giant melted building. But what is this curvature? This clean, light-colored curvature.
Well, it might be separation. You can see the left-hand side where you're saying where the stairs are at. That whole building is going down.
Yes.
And then the back part to the right is almost straight up. So that's leaning back. So yeah, there was probably a walkway or something or whatever it was. If that was standing straight up, it was connected. Everything's connected. So
Well, here's my grievance, Mark. Is because at the top of this, whatever this light-colored curvature, there are two giant apertures. So these giant apertures at the top of this light-colored curvature, this is where I'm blown away. that we didn't look more at this picture, because again, the two large apertures at the top, there's a small one at the right, but then we have this light color. This stone is clearly different than the rest of the stone in this giant melted building, whatever the fuck it was. But the light color on the curvature, maybe it's splitting, sure, but that doesn't explain the light color and the straight line leading up to the aperture.
Well, Big Al, if you go to the bottom right corner of the pic and you see the ballooning on that line going across, right side of the pic, right, far right side of the pic, far. There you go. Follow that line, that balloon line. See that balloon rock line coming across there?
Right.
That's that weight up top. This stuff is very viscous, very hot, very malleable, and it's sinking down. It's pushing that. See that material? See how it's rock curtaining there? That separation line down there, bottom down towards the bottom of the brick ash down there. But it's pushing all that weight, so it's very hot underneath this whole mound of mass. So what's going on is you're having collapses given out underneath this structure because it's in the melt. And what you're seeing on the other side of the pic now with that wall you were just describing coming down, that whole feature over there is collapsing underneath. It's pulling this structure down, and you're getting this curvature, this slipature line in there. See the angle of that? You follow that line, the facing of that on the inside wall is coming up and around because it's sinking down and slipping down into this melt. Like Mark said, it's pulling that.
Well, but the pulling, I don't see the larger bulk of the building that's pulling right, as you just described. It's pulling right. I don't see that it would cause, I mean, I see that it's connected. So that large portion is connected to the smaller portion that's lighter color. So that pulling, the roundedness of it is uncharacteristic of what.
Well, look at your foreground. What you see clear across to the right side of the pic, just above that car or whatever it is. What do you see? It's nothing but brick ash, man. See how everything's disintegrated and gone?
Yep.
This stuff was flowing. This shit was hot. This stuff was like, this was viscous. This was liquid. You're seeing solid here. But when this X factor was going on and this was going off, that was molten swirl of shit. And this building is going down in it.
Well, no,
the bottom was way more liquid than the top that you're seeing there, and then, it stopped. So.
No, there's large bricks and dust at the base of that curve that demonstrates either technology or ornate technology. It could have been ornate technology, but it's being pulled, and it's being pulled to the right, leaning to the right, and the damage at the base of the building is directly reflective. I'm sure if you went down there and got your feet on the ground where that dust and bricks at the base of the building are, you would find square or red brick.
Yeah,
Crystal might have a shot of it. Crystal.
I mean, you're always going to find brick.
Say what, Dean?
I said you might have some boots on the ground down in there.
You know, I'm going to have to go back and sneak off the trails. You can, I'm pretty sure it's illegal. But I mean, imagine what they're hiding out there. If this is the stuff that they're willing to show you, you know, and actually make trails, you know, concrete paths. Imagine all the wonders out there that are a few miles to hike out to, you know? I mean, geez.
Well, you got a lot of area. You got a lot of places in your area, just in the Grand Canyon alone, you can't go to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Off limits to the public because they're hiding stuff.
I mean, the Grand Canyon is just a huge melted city.
Mm-hmm. That's why they don't want you where the good evidence is, because then you maybe start figuring shit out.
But no, I'll have to go spook around at the base of this formation sometime. Go back out there.
Yeah.
Did you see the video that Jen shared? Was it last night, Shabu? I think she shared it last night. The Colorado River going all through there. It was really good, and you could see so much structure. It was crazy. It was really awesome.
Yeah, it was really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I chose to share these photos with you guys tonight.
They're great.
What a different perspective I have on it now. That's why this community is so awesome. We get together, we compare our research, we brainstorm, and make sense of all of it, you know?
Yeah, it's all about comparing, you know. And then, like you said, Crystal, you didn't know for sure, and then Shabu pops in here, and he's got his evidence with he had months ago, comparing it. It's all about comparing. It's great.
Yeah. But okay, I'll stop my screen share. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for looking at my photos with me.
That was great.
No, thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you. That was so
Thank
good.
you. Very good. Very good.
Well, now we're all talking. What's up, Shabu?
Oh man, it's so hot here. It's crazy, man.
How hot has it been up your way?
Now it's about like close to 100.
It's 90 here. It's been
Yeah.
terrible. The humidity's been awful. For a
It's
couple of days.
37 degrees
Ugh,
Celsius, but in Fahrenheit it's close to 100. So
too much.
Yeah. It's hot as hell everywhere.
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's climate change.
Global warming.
All right. Well, who's on deck?